Hello, beautiful people at home and in their everyone's. Where are you guys viewing from? Of course, I want you to leave that comment on this video. Yes, guys, you're welcome to another edition of Entrepreneurs Hub. You know how we do it on Divine TV. We give you insights on entrepreneurs and their videos and everything that they do, their lifestyle, their journey into success, and what have you. Don't go anywhere, guys, as I share with you on this journey. Thank you. I remain Agatashulu among me. Welcome back, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is Entrepreneurs Hub, and we're live here in the studio with a beautiful guest of ours, the CEO of Fresh Luxury Closet, in person of Momodu Precious. How are you feeling today, ma'am?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So, what brought about this idea, venturing into this business? I mean, some young people just decided, okay, let me just do a 9 to 5, collect my salary, and go home.
Okay. Well, my love for perfume actually made me go into this business. If I can remember vividly, growing up, like I had this interest, like I was always stealing my dad's perfume. Then let me just confess, because at that time, when we were young, now we couldn't afford all those expensive perfumes.
Yeah.
So whenever I wanted to go to school, then I would always sneak into his room,
Mm.
spray on my uniform and all of that. But I just love smelling good. Then the likes of at that period, we had all this cheap perfume that you could buy and all of that. So I was
Mm.
always using my feeding money to buy and all that. So I started this perfume business in 2018. I
Okay.
started by selling this 3 ml perfume oil. Funny enough, it was actually a friend that told me about it, because she just came to me. I was like, do I know that with 5,000 naira I can get a dozen and more perfume oils to
Mm.
sell and all of that? And if I'm buying, I can sell one bottle for like 1,500. You get,
Yeah.
when I was buying for like 200, three
And you
hundred.
sell to.
I know my love for money, like I love money a lot. So my love for, when I heard it, I was like, wow, really? So that was like, yeah, give me the lady's number and all. So that was how I got the lady's number, and I tried with 5,000 naira then. So that was how I started.
And was
The,
it a success then?
well, I won't lie to you. At first, when I started, I was not really selling that much. I was actually the one using most of the perfumes.
Okay.
Yes, when I first started, I was actually using it. But how I how I started getting plenty customers was during my sister's wedding. I used the perfumes, like most of the perfumes, as souvenir, and I did this print. I printed this A4 paper stuff with my phone number, the brand name. Then I gummed it on it and I shared it out. And as God will have it, you know, many people reached out to me on the number, like ordering perfumes, both wholesale price and normal price. So that was how I started selling. I started
Wow,
selling it to
that's
people.
like very creative.
Yeah, that was how
That's
I
a very
started
beautiful
selling.
one.
That was
Okay, so what are those things that you were doing back then when you started in 2018 that you can't do anymore, that you're not doing anymore?
okay. Well, after my secondary school, I did this online training. Like my dad paid for this computer training class, so I learned how to operate computer and the rest. So like I usually tell people, I followed the crowd, because the kind of secondary school I went to then, like with it, like on some schools, when you go to some schools,
Yeah.
depending on your grade or something, that's when you decide to choose if you'll be a science student, art or commercial student. But the kind of school I went to, they kept calling each of us into the headmistress room. She would just ask you, where do you want to go to? And you tell her. So I followed the crowd, I followed my friends, because my mentality then was science student, they are the most brilliant student and all of that. So I followed the crowd. So me following the crowd took me to Auchi, that is in Edo State.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to Edo State to school for 2 years. I went to, so while I was there, the computer training I did back in Lagos, I had to put it into practice. Then I don't know if you know this thing that they call RR, remitter.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So my class, I was actually receiving lecture then in campus 2 at Ebere and this thing. So most times I'll take the school short too. Also, most of the times I trek to
Okay.
campus 1, opposite Polaris. I'll stand
Okay.
under the sun and be shouting, Remita, Remita, Remita. And
Wow.
how much was I collected from me? 200 naira just to do Remita for student. But at least I was making money. At least if you want to buy like oil or something, anyways. So I would just stand under the sun looking for students to do remitter for and all of that. So after using my system to do the registration online, I will have to trek all the way to Eberima market. And that market was like, okay, I told you campus 1. That was how I was doing the remitter stuff. And that was at the beginning of the school gate, campus 1.
Wow.
So I always trek to Eberima market. And that was like as if you are going to the back of campus 1 gate, like under the sun. I always trek there to go and print because at that time I did not have printer. So I was just going to print, then whatever change left, I'll put it in my pocket and all of that. So I finished from out and I came back to Lagos. So when I came to Lagos, I through a church member, bro Emmanuel, then he was selling nylons, all these nylons for bread and all of that in his shop. So I approached him that okay, I want to start online registration, and as God will have it, he helped me. So instead of me paying very high, at first I was paying 3,000 naira every month before he increased it to 5,000 every month.
Okay.
So that was how I got the show. I brought my system, then my dad bought me these 3-in-1 printers. Bought me 2. So I was doing photocopy for people. I was printing. Then all of that, I was not really selling every time. So what I did, I had to start these phone accessories, earpiece, battery, and all of that. Then through that, I saw that there was no bank around that area because if you want to withdraw something, you have to go all the way to Egbeda or you go to Alaba
Wow.
because there was we had bank before in Lasso, but they had to move the banks in Lasso to Alaba International Market. So most people prefer using POS. So from there, I visited many branch, Polaris, Diamond Bank, then I went to Access. I opened many because I needed the POS. So and the requirement there was like I need a current account and all of that. So I started the process and I eventually got the POS. So I started begging my sister for loan. At first, because I know my sister, she won't like she's kind of person that she finds it very very difficult to release money. Like, do you get, like if you want to collect anything from her, she wants to know like what do you want to use that money for. And you know the funniest thing, when I asked her for that money, that's why the fact that she knew I wanted to do business. Our own focus was how much interest will she get from the money, like what will she make and all
So
of
she's
that.
a businesswoman
Ah,
then.
so me, I didn't mind. I just wanted to do something so people keep coming to the shop and all of that. So she gave me the money. Sometimes she sent me like 30K, 50,000. Sometimes when I have like probably 30, 50, I was not really giving out big amount of money. Like I limited it to 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira so the cash could go round.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make any sense. Like somebody will come, I want to withdraw 30, can I give you all the whole cash? I'll have to
And
close
you
early for the day
probably
now.
collect just 300 naira.
Exactly, I have to close
When you
early for
can
the
make
day.
more, yes.
Exactly, and for that 2,000 naira, I was charging like 100 naira as at then. So that was how I was doing it. So it was really fun. So from that POS stuff, I progressed into SIM registration. So I was doing photocopy, I was doing online registration, I was doing POS and the SIM card registration to retrieve your line and register SIM card. Then also taking passport. I got the camera. So that's what I was doing back then. But I stopped, and the reason was because okay, I was supposed after like I told you I came back from Auchi Polytechnic and that was the period
That
I
was
was
when you were
doing. I
doing
came
all
from
of
one
these
year
things.
IT
Yeah.
exactly. So at that period, my uncle, like my auntie's husband, told me about the school. Like I don't need to go back to Auchi since fine. I'm a science student, but I love writing and all of that. So you know, like this school don't care whether you're science, a
Arts or
commercial, or an art
commercial.
student, just go for it and all of that. And school was based in Lagos. So I didn't go back to Auchi Polytechnic. I just started the school and all of that. So as at this thing, that's in 2018, I applied for the school and I started. And you know, the school was in Ogbaye. Yes. and my shop was at Iba, like that last Sherry side. So it was quite stressful for me because my classes were was from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Hmm.
So what I had to do, I had to employ somebody to watch over the shop, and that was how the business crumbled.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was how
Wow.
the business crumbled because from time to time I was
You're
not
not
always
able to
available now.
monitor it,
Exactly. So
so
everything just crumbled.
crumbled.
Yes, everything crumbled. So I was back to nothing. Like
Hmm.
my dad said all sort of stuff. Business is not for me. This and that. But
And you felt bad.
I felt very very bad. I won't lie to you. But like, oh my, we move. I can't kill myself.
Yeah. It's really been interesting having this conversation with you. So we're going on a short break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is Entrepreneurs Hub, and we have an amazing guest in the house. Okay, so knowing all of these things, that you faced in your business and all of that, what would you do differently now?
Well, the what I'm going to do, and if I'm actually given the opportunity again, or now that I've started
Yeah.
this business, like I've ventured into this business, I will not put a family member, like not really a family member. I won't put my friend in charge of my
Mm.
business again because that was
Yeah.
what actually happened. Because back then it was actually my friend's sister that
Okay.
I left there to manage the place, and my boyfriend then, or should I say my ex?
Okay.
Yes. So due to familiarity and everything, let me just say
Yeah.
I trusted them, and um, they could not even give account of where the money went to or anything. Like, do you understand?
Wow.
Like everything just
That's
crumbled.
that's
Yes.
that's where we get to
So
understand that we
yeah.
sometimes we don't mix business with pleasure
Business with
and
pleasure at all. There's no
relationship.
familiarity in business. So
Yeah, let business be business.
exactly. So I'm fully on ground. Always going to
Okay,
monitor
so
my
how
shop
did
and
you
all that.
even decide, where to establish, the business? Like
Okay.
what brought about, okay, picking this location or that location? How did you decide that?
Well, it was just good because okay, this was what happened. When I started this Fresh Luxury stuff, the name has always been Fresh Luxury Closets back then, 2018. I started online on Instagram. I had a Facebook page where I run ads, and people from the Facebook, like on Facebook, they will ask you like, where can people message you, Messenger or where.
Mm.
So I used my WhatsApp link. So whoever see the ad or whoever views the ad, you click the link and it brings them straight to my WhatsApp group. Yes, so from there, at first it was actually very, very difficult getting people to trust me and all of that.
Mm.
Yes. So with time, many of them started buying. And how I got a location for the business. Well, my elder brother opened a shop in Lekki, phase one, at Fola Osibo, Admiralty Way, Centigrade Mall. So there they do this hairdressing, barbing, and all of that. So there was this space where you can put perfumes or whatever, probably jewelries or something.
Mm.
And they were like, they didn't even put anything there. I just saw it was free. And I was like, let me try my luck. So I told him about it. I was like, I would love to put my perfumes here
Mm.
to make sales. Like, it won't stop me from selling online. I'll be selling online, you get. And also, they'll be helping me sell, like, whoever is on the highland, instead of me delivering from the mainland to the highland, whoever is on the island, I'll probably just give them the shop address. They'll just walk in there and pick what they want. And as God will have it, he
You will
accepted,
see.
yes.
Mm.
So I went to the market, I got perfumes, and I stocked the shop. So that was how I started. That was how I got a location. Though that's not the only location I plan on having. I want to have about 2 locations here on the mainland. I already approached some supermarkets and one filling station already where they have this their cafe stuff.
Mm.
So I already approached them. So I'm waiting for the approval. I already wrote a letter to them because I was like, okay, I'll give them perfumes to help me sell, and not just perfumes, some other stuff I sell. Give them my price. You get. So whatever amount you want to sell it, it's your
It's
business.
their
Just give
decision.
me my own money. That's all. So I'm still waiting for the approval. So if they approve, sure, I will have my products on all this
Yeah.
stuff on the mainland. Yes.
Okay, so what would you tell your younger self, what that younger part of yourself when you started up the business and all that?
Well, that my younger self, I will just tell my younger self not to trust anybody because since I was small, I won't say I was lazy. Like, I have this love for money. Like, I've always wanted to work because I've never seen myself working for anybody.
Mm.
Do you understand? Because like what I feel is, I have this temper issue, or would I say anger issue. I'm very temperamental, and I'm the kind of person like things get to me easily. So forget that you're my boss. So you might probably talk to me to an extent that I won't even know when I'll reply you. You understand? So just imagine you employing me as my boss today, and maybe I talk to you rudely. Definitely, I can't. That I've lost the job already now. So I just feel I won't be able to last in a place. So instead, let me just do my own thing. So I never saw myself working for anybody. So just that I trusted people a lot. So I would
Yeah.
have told my younger self, don't trust anybody.
Okay.
Yes, just do your
That's
thing.
okay. That's beautiful. So how did you raise
Funds.
capital back then?
Hmm.
Like
Back then when I started, or now.
back then and now.
All right. Well, back then, it was actually my feeding money because every month I have this allowance that my dad usually send me, so I saved up to start. But I told you I started for as low as 5,000 naira now,
Yes,
so
like that was very
yes,
low.
it was 5,000 naira where I'll get a dozen of perfume, different mls,
Mm.
3 ml, had 6 ml, and all that. So I made profit because I'll buy for like 250, 300, and I was selling that 3 ml small size, that small bottle, I was selling for 1,000 naira. So
Okay.
people, yes, so my gain was like 250, 750, 700. You get
Mm.
exactly. So I made profit, and that was affected. So once you touch a capital, you've lost it all.
Mm.
Exactly. So as I was selling, I was adding my profit to my capital. I was buying, selling, and all of that. So that was how I started. Then now, like this, I just started clothing. So I've introduced
Mm.
clothing, bags, and
Oh
shoes to the
wow! So you
business.
decided to add a feather to your cap.
Exactly. So what happened? Like how I raised funds this period was, aside all this stuff, I'm into crypto stuff, and I'm also an affiliate marketer and a digital
Mm.
marketer. I manage social media account for brands like the likes of Shea Taylor, Grace Page, and many other people. I manage their social media pages, churches, and all of that. Then this affiliate marketing stuff where you pay money, listen, you get to help people buy and sell courses and all of that. You make money because for that affiliate marketing, sometimes I get paid every Friday.
Mm.
Yes. And my cryptocurrency, when coin drop, I buy at a very low rate and
Mm.
keep. Then I sell when it increases,
Yeah.
when it rise and all of that. So from there, I was able to raise fund. And aside that, my last birthday, I went to the club and the money they sprayed me more, it was a lot. I won't lie,
Mm.
it was a lot. So that was how I just thought about it. I was like, let me do these branded nylons, complimentary cards, then just start the clothing stuff. Then I introduced bags as well. And funny enough, I just started. It's never up to a month that I introduced this clothing and bag stuff, and I've been making sales.
Mm.
I've been making
That's
sales.
great.
Yes.
Okay, so what challenges did you face? I mean, we know challenges are
Um,
inevitable. We can't, escape it. So, what challenges did you face?
well, the only challenges I faced then was from people talking, most especially close friends and all of that. I
Okay.
can't count how many people that told me business is not your thing. Like, do you get?
Mm.
You know that sometimes people just tend to talk without knowing your reasons for not starting. Like, do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's not like I didn't want to start. Definitely, I had plans. I was one that said I wanted to do the business, and I was the same person that said that wrote the proposal for the business and all of that. So I was
Yeah.
not wondering, like, why this person could tell me to my face and say business is not my thing. Like, do you understand? Not one, not two, about four persons told me. They told me that stuff. Like, do you get? So it got me thinking and all of that. I kept thinking like, wait, to this stuff, so if I even do it, will I be able to do it? Do you know how many people called me dresser one? Oh, because see, this clothing stuff is just good. Because growing up, I will not lie to you, I was actually very terrible with this fashion thing. Like, will I call it color combination or this one? I don't even know what they call it. Where I'll wear green, probably I can put on a green top, a pink trouser, and a purple shoe. Then a white cloud. So it was so funny. So they were always calling me dresser one and all of that. So then it just made me. I didn't even know anything about fashion. So the way people were always talking, I was not depressed, but I was always thinking about it. And I was like, why did they keep like what will I do to make them stop calling me this name or keep telling me I don't know how to dress or something.
Mm.
So I started checking some people's pages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, I got stuff and I was like, okay. Sometimes at first if I want to put on something, I have to call a friend of mine. I'll be like, Alpha, I want to wear this thing. What should I wear with it? Like which color? All the stuff.
Mm.
So from there I started learning and all of that.
All right, that's
Yes.
been beautiful. All right, we've been having fun here. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're going on a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is Entrepreneurs Hub. If you guys have been listening to every bit of what we've been saying here, as our guest has been sharing the journey into her life as an entrepreneur. Okay, ma'am. So, what makes your business unique? I mean, there's so many stores, so many brands that sell clothes, that sell perfumes, that sell bags, shoes. I mean, what makes yours different?
You can't compare my services to other people's services
Mm.
because um, I do quality for less.
Mm.
No, there's a difference between Polo have grades.
Yeah.
You can buy a plain T-shirt for as low as 1,000, 2,000, but you can't vouch for the quality of that clothes you get.
Mm.
So I get like I sell quality clothes. Even my fragrances, like the perfumes I sell, they are of good quality. Like when you actually spray them, it announces you.
Mm.
Do you get? Yes. And aside that, I do my swift delivery, and you see this perfume stuff. Sometimes I do sales.
Okay.
Yes, and aside my sales of probably 30 or 40% discount, if you are buying like anything, even if you are buying something of 1,000 naira, especially perfumes, when I'm packaging your goods for delivery, I either put a free fragrance. You get, like
Mm.
probably I can just give you a 3 ml or 6 ml free perfume.
Mm.
Then with candy, it comes with candy. Like there's no delivery, there's no perfume or stuff I deliver like that doesn't go with all this sweet and candy to appreciate
I
my
guess, yeah.
customers, and I tell them to keep patronizing and all of that. I do it every time. All deliveries, I do it
Okay,
every time.
that's really
Do it every
beautiful.
time.
Okay, so what advice would you give to a young person that's like, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur like yourself?
Hmm. Well, the only thing I have to say is, if you want to be an entrepreneur, don't procrastinate,
Mm.
because procrastination is the killer of time. Then aside you procrastinating, don't let anybody talk you down. Some people might tell you, when you try, like probably you have an idea,
Yeah.
and maybe you try disclosing this idea to somebody, you tell somebody about this idea. Sometimes the people might not key into that idea, they might not see it the way you are seeing it, and they will try talking you out of it. Like, do you get? You just do it first. Don't let anybody talk you out of it, because if probably someone talk you out of it and you end up not doing it,
Mm.
you've probably lost, because that stuff you wanted to do might become something great tomorrow. Because this life, like what I just feel about this life, nobody is carrying first.
Mm.
Definitely, I just feel everybody will get there. It's just that the only thing that's going to take is the time.
Yeah.
We all have different time. Might probably get there before me, but I'll definitely get there. So that's
And
just the
that's all
thing.
that matters.
Exactly. So nothing more. Just focus. Don't procrastinate. Be determined, and also be strict. Like, be disciplined. I mean, I'm talking about discipline. There are some people, they want to do business, but they keep selling and they're spending their capital there. You keep spending it. Like,
Mm.
you're not disciplined with your this thing.
Yeah,
And
we've
like I said, I
noticed.
mentioned earlier, like if once you touch your capital, you've lost it all.
Mm.
Just be disciplined. That's just what I have to say.
Okay, so how do you define success? Like, what's success to you?
Hmm. My fifth success is me making profit. Like, it's an accomplishment to me. Once I've probably made profit, and like I have plenty, like I've made plenty accomplishment, then yes, I'm successful. I see it as an accomplishment.
Okay. So, how do you, what strategies, do you use to market your goods to people?
Well, first, words of mouth. I
Okay.
tell people my mouth. Okay, I went. Let me share a story. Like last week, I went to buy sunscreen for my
Okay,
face.
yeah.
So when I got there, I met a guy buying perfume, and he was trying to tell the guy at the counter, like, which one is good? Do you have this one? And all of that. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. So while the guy was talking and all of that, the guy now mentioned the price for that perfume, and I also have that fragrance. Do you get? So he bought it finished. I didn't tell him not to buy it. I didn't say anything, and the price the guy called for him was actually very expensive.
Mm.
So as the guy was leaving, I was like, wow, that stuff is expensive. Oh. So the customer was like, wow, Abi, that he thought this because he was like, he's not buying it to use, he's actually buying it for somebody. So it's also like he needs to gain from it now, because right there when the guy called the price, it was a bit expensive. He had to
Mm.
call the customer. I was like, I just got here now and they've added money to it. You still give me extra 2,000 naira. Do you understand?
Mm.
So me, I was now like, I started telling myself perfume, and I will sell since you are reselling. I'm actually going to give you sell for you like at them wholesale price and all of that. And funny enough, the guy collected my number. I didn't even message him. It was one before I even got home that day. He was actually the one that messaged me because
Okay.
he said he came all the way from Maryland to get that fragrance for his
Mm.
customer. Yes. So aside using my mouth, I mentioned I have an Instagram page that I've been using since, and I run Facebook ads because sometimes aside you always posting on WhatsApp, if you don't get fresh contacts, your previous contact, not like let me say out of 100%, probably just 1 or 2% to patronize you. Like, do you get? So in order
Yeah.
to get new contact and network and all of that, I usually run Facebook ads, probably sometime like in a month, twice a month, to get new contact. And aside that, my mouth and all of that. And I'm waiting for my cards to be ready. So wherever I go, I can give out my cards
Yeah.
and all of
Okay.
that.
So where do you see this business in few years?
I won't lie to you. We already have a store in Lekki.
Mm.
My plan within the next 2 3 years, I should have like 2 or 3 outlets on the mainland. Like the outlet I'm not talking about those supermarket I said I'm going to give my products. So like
Mm.
the shop I have in Lekki, I'll probably have another shop here on the mainland too. So it's people on the mainland can easily get there
Yeah,
to
get
get the product
access to your
because not
brand. Yeah.
everybody wants to pay delivery fee.
Yes.
No, but not many of them want to pay delivery fee. So that's my plan actually. I want to get more shops here in Ogba, probably one in Ojo area and all of that.
Okay. So what routines do you follow every day when you wake up in the morning? What's that thing that you do every day, every day, every day,
You hope you won't laugh at me.
every day?
Okay. Okay. I wake up as early as 5 a.m. sometimes or 6 to eat.
Ah.
You said you're not going to laugh now.
Okay, sorry.
um,
You do what?
I wake up to
Okay, so after eating,
I go back to bed.
ah,
Then
wow.
once I eat very early in the morning, I sleep. And once I sleep, if I'm not having class, I can probably wake up by like 10, 11 a.m. Then when I wake up again, I'll eat again.
Hmm.
Yes. But if
Okay,
I'm
so we
probably
have a
having
foodie
class,
in the house,
no, I won't
viewers.
lie. I love food a lot. I love food a lot. I love food a lot. I won't lie to you.
Mm.
I love food. I enjoy eating.
It's a
It gives
hobby.
me joy.
Okay, so how do you deal with fear and doubt, as a businesswoman? I mean, we can't help but occur.
I've always believed in myself. I I've always believed in myself, so I have no reason to fear.
Hmm.
Sometimes when it's coming, I just try to shake it off. The only fear I know I have is sleeping alone. No, no, that's the truth. That's the only fear because but though I'm still trying to get used to it because while growing up, I've always been around people. You
Yeah.
get so I sleep with people and all of that. So I recently got a new place and I'm staying alone, so I'm trying to get used to me sleeping alone. But I won't lie to you, I'm still scared because once I wake up in the middle of the night, I find it very difficult to sleep till day is bright.
Yeah.
Yes. So once I lock the parlor lights, and I'm in the room, I'll still make sure I lock the room door because I have this feeling that probably if I'm sleeping, something can just come and something like that. So that's just the only fear I
That's
have
it.
at the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to deal with it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's been amazing. So, can you sell yourself to the viewers at home so they can, get across to you for business opportunities?
All right. My name is Momo the Precious, CEO of Precious Luxury Closet. My Instagram handle is Precious Luxury underscore closet underscore. On Facebook, Precious Luxury Closet. Twitter, Dirty Drips. Please buy from me. My products are very, very cheap and of good quality. Like I sell quality for less. Trust me, you enjoy it. I deliver anywhere. If you're in Edo State, Delta State, Osun State, Abuja, I deliver anywhere. Like if you buy your perfume, if you should pay for your perfume today on time, you get your perfume, your product will be delivered to you tomorrow, like the next day, 24 hours delivery. I don't delay when it comes to delivery. You can contact me on WhatsApp on 081 470 70426. 081 70426. Thank you.
All right, guys, it's been an amazing moment here in the studio with the CEO of Fresh Luxuries Closets. You know how we do it here. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment and share with your friends and loved ones. Yes, please share the good news. And of course, in the comment section, if you know you want to be a guest on our show, leave a comment. And of course, how we can get across to you so we can bring you on board. My name is Agatashalo Omomi, and this is Divine TV. Thank you very much.